That night at Coachella 2026 didn't just deliver music, it delivered a moment that set the internet on fire within seconds. Imagine this, thousands of people packed into the desert, lights flashing, bass shaking the ground, and then suddenly, all attention shifts away from the stage. Phones go up. Whispers spread like wildfire. Because right there in the crowd, caught on camera, were Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet, standing closer than anyone expected. Before we go further, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and share this video right now, because what you're about to hear next might completely change how you see this relationship. The energy at the festival was already electric. Every performance brought the crowd to life, but nothing compared to what happened offstage. Because in the middle of that chaos, something quietly powerful unfolded. Kylie Jenner was seen holding onto Timothée Chalamet, not casually, not accidentally, but in a way that felt real. Intentional. Comfortable. Their body language said everything. A subtle lean closer. A shared smile. A moment of eye contact that seemed to last longer than it should. It was the kind of connection that doesn't need words, and that's exactly what made people stop and stare. Within minutes, clips of them flooded social media. TikTok exploded. Twitter trended worldwide. Instagram stories replayed the same footage over and over again. Fans began asking the same question: is this finally confirmation? But then, something even more intriguing happened. As the music peaked and the crowd lost itself in the moment, Timothée Chalamet leaned in and whispered something directly into Kylie Jenner's ear. Her reaction? A genuine smile, followed by a soft laugh that felt completely unfiltered. It lasted only seconds, but it was enough to send millions of fans into speculation mode. The pace shifts. The camera zooms in. Quick cuts between angles. The crowd's energy spikes. Someone in the background shouts, "They're official." And just like that, the narrative begins to change. But wait, here's the part most people missed, and it matters more than you think. Later in the night, away from the loudest part of the crowd, another clip surfaced. This time, Kylie Jenner appeared more serious, speaking with someone from her team while standing slightly apart from Timothée Chalamet. Her expression shifted. Focused. Reserved. Almost guarded. And suddenly, the questions got deeper. Was everything really as perfect as it looked just moments before? Or was there something happening behind the scenes that fans weren't seeing? Tension builds. The internet splits into theories. Some believe this proves their bond is stronger than ever. Others think there's more to the story, something hidden beneath the surface. And then, the final moment. As the night winds down and the crowd begins to fade, one last video emerges. No flashing lights. No screaming fans. Just a quieter space, almost private. And there they are again, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet, walking side by side. No performance. No pressure. Just them. Then it happens. Without hesitation, Timothée Chalamet reaches for Kylie Jenner's hand. And this time, there's no doubt. No distance. No confusion. They don't let go. That's the payoff. Not the loud, public moments, but the quiet, undeniable one that feels the most real. A simple gesture that speaks louder than anything else captured that night. Within hours, search terms like Kylie Jenner Timothée Chalamet Coachella 2026, Kylie Jenner Boyfriend 2026, and Timothée Chalamet relationship update skyrocketed across search engines. Media outlets rushed to cover the story, while fans analyzed every frame, every expression, every second. And now, the question is yours to answer. Is this the clearest sign yet that they are truly together? Or just another moment that the internet turned into something bigger? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because the story of Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet is far from over, And what happens next might be even more surprising. Just when everyone thought the story had already peaked, a new wave of footage began surfacing online, longer clips, clearer angles, and moments that revealed even more about what really happened that night at Coachella 2026. The narrative shifted again. This time, fans noticed something different. It wasn't just about the obvious chemistry between Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet, it was about how natural everything felt. No forced gestures. No staged interactions. Just two people completely in sync, even in a chaotic, high-pressure environment filled with cameras. And then came the slow-motion clips. Zoomed-in footage revealed micro-expressions that most people missed the first time. The way Kylie Jenner instinctively leaned closer when the crowd pushed in. The way Timothée Chalamet subtly positioned himself between her and the crowd, almost protective, but without making it obvious. It was subtle, but powerful. Suddenly, this wasn't just another celebrity sighting, it felt like a story unfolding in real time. And just when the internet thought it had seen everything, another angle dropped. This one showed them during a quieter part of the night, standing slightly away from the main stage. The music was softer here, the lights dimmer. And for a brief moment, it looked like they were having a deeper conversation. No smiles. No laughter. Just focused eye contact. What were they talking about? No audio. No context. Just speculation. But that didn't stop the internet from analyzing every second. Lip-reading attempts. Body language breakdowns. Even timing the pauses between their reactions. Some fans claimed it looked like a serious discussion. Others insisted it was just an intimate, meaningful exchange between two people who trust each other. The mystery only grew stronger. Then came another pattern interrupt. A sudden cut to a completely different moment, high energy, loud music, flashing lights. And there they were again, back in sync, moving to the rhythm, laughing, completely relaxed. It was like the tension from before had vanished. Which raised even more questions. Was that earlier moment actually serious? Or was it just a natural shift in mood during a long night? And here's where things get even more interesting. Several eyewitnesses at Coachella 2026 began sharing their own stories. Not viral clips. Not edited videos. Just raw accounts from people who were there. One person claimed that Timothée Chalamet never left Kylie Jenner's side the entire night. Another said they saw them arrive together earlier than anyone expected, long before the crowd got intense. And then, a detail that caught everyone off guard. A fan reported that at one point, when security tried to create space around them, Kylie Jenner actually pulled closer to Timothée Chalamet instead of stepping away. Not distancing. Not separating. But choosing closeness. That one detail alone changed the tone of the entire story. Because in a world where celebrity relationships are often carefully managed, that kind of instinctive reaction feels real. But still, not everyone was convinced. Skeptics began pointing out inconsistencies. Why were there moments of distance earlier? Why did her expression shift at certain points? Why did his body language seem more reserved in some clips and more open in others? The debate intensified. And then, another clip surfaced. This one was different. Shot from a distance, slightly grainy, but unmistakable. It captured a moment right after a performance ended. The crowd was dispersing, energy dropping, people starting to leave. And there they were again. No cameras directly in front of them. No obvious attention. Just walking. Side by side. And this time, something stood out even more than before. They weren't talking. No visible conversation. No gestures. Just silence, but a comfortable one. The kind of silence that doesn't need to be filled. And in that silence, Timothée Chalamet glanced over at Kylie Jenner, not quickly, not casually, but in a way that felt intentional. She noticed. And for a split second, everything slowed down. No crowd noise. No music. Just that moment. And then, almost instinctively, they moved closer again. Not dramatically. Not for attention. Just enough to close the space between them. That's what people couldn't stop talking about. Because it wasn't a headline moment. It wasn't loud. It wasn't performative. It was quiet. And that's exactly why it felt authentic. By the next morning, the internet wasn't just reacting, it was dissecting. Every frame became evidence. Every gesture became a clue. Entire threads were dedicated to analyzing their interaction timeline from start to finish. From arrival, to peak moments, to the quiet ending. And through it all, one thing became clear. This wasn't just a random appearance. It was a sequence. A progression. A story told in fragments, captured by hundreds of different cameras, pieced together by millions of viewers around the world. And yet, even with all that footage, all those angles, all that analysis, one question still remains unanswered. What does this actually mean for Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet moving forward? Is this the beginning of something more public, more official? Or is it just another chapter in a relationship that prefers to stay just out of reach, just beyond full confirmation? Because if there's one thing this moment proved, it's that sometimes, the most powerful stories aren't the ones that are fully revealed. They're the ones that leave just enough mystery to keep everyone watching. So now it's your turn. Look at the details. Watch the moments. Pay attention to what's said, and what isn't. Because the next time they appear together, it might not just be a moment. It might be the answer everyone's been waiting for. And just when it seemed like there was nothing left to uncover, the story took another unexpected turn. A fresh set of clips began circulating, angles no one had seen before, moments that felt almost too personal to have been captured. Once again, the spotlight returned to Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet, but this time, the tone was different. Slower. More intimate. More revealing. In one particular clip, the crowd noise fades into the background. The music is still there, but distant, almost like a soundtrack to something else unfolding. Kylie Jenner is seen adjusting her position, turning slightly toward Timothée Chalamet as if trying to say something without words. He notices immediately. No hesitation. No confusion. He leans in. Not rushed. Not dramatic. Just natural. And for a brief second, their foreheads nearly touch. It's subtle, so subtle that if you blink, you might miss it. But for those who caught it, that moment became one of the most talked about clips of the entire night. Because it didn't feel like something meant for the public. It felt private. And that's what made it powerful. The pacing shifts again. Quick cuts. Flashing lights. A surge of music. The energy spikes back up as the footage jumps to another high-energy moment. They're laughing now, fully immersed in the atmosphere of Coachella 2026. The contrast is striking, 1 second calm and intimate, the next loud and carefree. But that contrast tells a story. A dynamic. A rhythm between two people who seem to move effortlessly between worlds, public and private, high energy and quiet connection. And then, another detail emerges. A close-up shot reveals something fans hadn't noticed before. Timothée Chalamet's hand briefly rests on Kylie Jenner's back, not in a possessive way, not in a performative way, but in a steady, grounding gesture. The kind that says, "I'm here." It lasts maybe 2 seconds. But it's enough. Because those 2 seconds get replayed thousands of times across platforms. Slowed down. Zoomed in. Analyzed from every possible angle. and the conclusion many fans start reaching? This isn't new. This level of comfort, this kind of unspoken understanding, it doesn't just appear overnight. Which leads to a bigger question. How long has this really been developing behind the scenes? The speculation deepens. Some begin connecting this moment to previous sightings, low-key appearances, quiet dinners, events where they were rumored to be in the same place but never officially confirmed together. Suddenly, all those scattered rumors start forming a pattern. A timeline. A hidden narrative that's only now becoming visible. And just when the conversation reaches its peak, another twist. A behind-the-scenes perspective from someone close to the event begins circulating. Not a viral video. Not a public post. But a quote, shared anonymously, quickly spreading across fan communities. According to this source, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet weren't just casually crossing paths that night. They planned to be in the same space. Not for attention. Not for headlines. But because they wanted to. That single detail shifts everything. Because intention changes perception. And if that's true, then every glance, every gesture, every moment captured on camera becomes part of something much bigger. Something deliberate. But still, nothing is confirmed. No official statements. No direct acknowledgement. Just moments. Fragments. Clues. And that uncertainty keeps the tension alive. The pace slows again. One final sequence begins to circulate, longer than the others, less edited, almost raw. It shows them near the edge of the venue, where the lights are softer and the crowd is thinner. There's no rush here. No chaos. Just space. They stand side by side, not speaking for a few seconds. And in that silence, something shifts again. Kylie Jenner looks out toward the distance, while Timothée Chalamet watches her, not intensely, not overwhelmingly, but with a quiet attentiveness. It's the kind of moment that doesn't scream for attention. But it holds it anyway. And then, almost as if the night itself is coming to a close, they both turn, and begin walking away from the lights. Together. No rush. No separation. Just a shared direction. That's what stays with people. Not the loudest moment. Not the most viral clip. But the ending. Because endings reveal intent. And this one feels intentional. By now, the internet isn't just reacting, it's invested. Deeply. Emotionally. People aren't just watching anymore, they're waiting. Waiting for confirmation. Waiting for the next appearance. Waiting for something that turns all of this from speculation into certainty. But maybe that's the point. Maybe the reason this moment has captured so much attention isn't because it answers questions, but because it creates them. Because in a world where everything is usually explained, defined, and confirmed, this isn't. This is open. Unfinished. And that's what makes it impossible to ignore. So as the dust settles from that unforgettable night at Coachella 2026, one thing becomes clear. The story of Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet isn't just about what happened. It's about what happens next. And whatever that is, the world will be watching. And just when the conversation felt like it was starting to fade, another unexpected surge brought everything back to life. New angles, unseen moments, and longer clips continued to surface, each one adding another layer to the mystery surrounding Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet at Coachella 2026. This time, the focus wasn't just on what they did, but on what they didn't do. In several extended clips, fans noticed something subtle yet incredibly telling: there was no sign of discomfort. No awkward distance. No forced interactions for the cameras. Instead, what stood out was consistency. From the first sighting to the final moments of the night, their energy remained aligned. And that kind of consistency? It's hard to fake. The pacing shifts again. A quick montage of reactions floods the screen, fans screaming, comments exploding, headlines flashing one after another. The narrative builds rapidly, almost overwhelming. But then, silence. A single clip plays. In this moment, the music drops out completely. It's just ambient noise, the distant echo of the crowd, footsteps, faint laughter somewhere in the background. And there they are again, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet, standing closer than ever before. No performance. No distraction. Just presence. Kylie Jenner tilts her head slightly, as if listening closely. Timothée Chalamet says something, too quiet to hear, but her reaction is immediate. A soft nod. A look that suggests understanding. Agreement. Whatever was said, it mattered. And then, another pattern interrupt. The energy spikes again, fast cuts, bright lights, the roar of the crowd returning in full force. They're back in the middle of it all, blending into the rhythm of the festival. But now, viewers are watching differently. Every movement feels intentional. Every glance carries weight. Because once you notice the details, you can't unsee them. Then comes a moment that shifts everything yet again. A fan-recorded clip captures them from behind as they move through a tighter crowd. Security tries to create space, but the environment is still intense. And in that moment, Timothée Chalamet instinctively reaches back, without even turning fully, and finds Kylie Jenner's hand. No hesitation. No searching. Just connection. She responds instantly, tightening her grip as they move forward together. It's a small gesture. But it speaks volumes. Because it shows familiarity. Awareness. A kind of silent coordination that only comes from knowing someone on a deeper level. The internet reacts immediately. Clips of that exact moment begin circulating with captions like "This changes everything" and "You can't fake this." Fans slow it down frame by frame, pointing out how natural the movement is, how neither of them even looks down, as if they already know exactly where the other is. And just like that, the narrative evolves again. This isn't just chemistry anymore. This is synchronization. The pacing slows once more. A longer, more continuous clip emerges, no edits, no cuts, just real-time footage. It shows them standing off to the side of a stage, watching a performance. The lights reflect off their faces, creating a softer, more cinematic feel. They're not interacting much here. No obvious gestures. No dramatic moments. But that's what makes it stand out. Because they don't need to. They're simply comfortable. Existing in the same space without pressure to perform for anyone else. And that kind of comfort is rare, especially in a setting like Coachella 2026, where everything is amplified and constantly watched. Then, just before the clip ends, something subtle happens. Kylie Jenner leans slightly toward Timothée Chalamet, not enough to draw attention, but enough to close the gap between them. He notices. And without breaking his focus on the stage, he adjusts his stance just enough to meet her halfway. No words. No eye contact. Just alignment. That's the moment people keep coming back to. Because it's not loud. It's not obvious. But it's real. And sometimes, the quietest moments are the ones that reveal the most. By now, discussions have gone far beyond simple speculation. Analysts, fans, even casual viewers are breaking down the footage like a puzzle, trying to piece together not just what happened, but what it means. Some believe this is the clearest indication yet that Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet are fully committed behind the scenes. Others argue that without official confirmation, everything remains open to interpretation. And that tension, that uncertainty, is what keeps the story alive. Because every new clip adds clarity, but also raises new questions. And then, one final detail begins to circulate. Not a video. Not a photo. but a timestamp. Multiple sources begin aligning their clips, creating a near-complete timeline of the night. From arrival to departure. From high-energy moments to quiet interactions. And what that timeline reveals is something no single clip could show on its own. Continuity. They didn't just cross paths. They stayed together. 4 hours. Through different stages. Different crowds. Different moods. And that continuity might be the strongest signal of all. Because fleeting moments can be accidental. But time, shared time, is intentional. As the final sequences play out in people's minds, one image keeps resurfacing, the two of them walking away from the crowd, side by side, gradually disappearing into the softer lights beyond the main stage. No announcement. No confirmation. Just a visual that feels like an ending, and a beginning at the same time. And now, everything leads to one final question. After everything we've seen, every glance, every gesture, every shared moment, is this still just speculation? Or are we witnessing something real, unfolding right in front of us, piece by piece? The answer isn't fully clear. Not yet. But one thing is certain. The story of Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet has reached a point where every new moment matters more than the last. And the next time they're seen together, it won't just be watched. It will be decoded. And just when it felt like every possible angle had already been uncovered, the story refused to slow down. Instead, it evolved, becoming less about what was seen, and more about what was felt in every frame, featuring Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet during that unforgettable night at Coachella 2026. Because now, people weren't just watching clips anymore. They were studying behavior. The pacing slows deliberately. A single extended shot takes over, no edits, no music overlay, just raw atmosphere. The kind of footage that feels almost intrusive because of how real it is. In this moment, Kylie Jenner stands slightly ahead, scanning the crowd, while Timothée Chalamet lingers just behind her. But then something subtle happens. He steps forward, not quickly, not dramatically, but with purpose. Closing the gap. Matching her position. Matching her pace. It's a micro-adjustment. But it says everything. Because it shows awareness. Intent. A decision to stay aligned, even in movement. And that detail doesn't go unnoticed. Online discussions begin shifting again. This isn't about isolated gestures anymore, it's about patterns. Repeated behaviors that appear across multiple clips, multiple moments, multiple contexts. Patterns that suggest familiarity. And familiarity suggests time. The tempo shifts sharply. Fast cuts return. Flashing headlines, trending keywords, fan edits with dramatic music overlays. The energy spikes again, almost overwhelming the viewer. Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet relationship confirmed? Inside their Coachella 2026 moments, are they finally going public? But then, another pattern interrupts. Silence. A different clip begins. This one is quieter than all the others. Shot from farther away, slightly obscured by people passing in front of the camera. It feels less curated, more accidental. And in that rawness, something stands out. Kylie Jenner turns suddenly, as if reacting to something behind her. For a split second, there's uncertainty, just a flicker. But before it can even register fully, Timothée Chalamet is already there. Not reacting after the fact, but anticipating. Positioning himself just slightly closer, enough to create a sense of reassurance. Again, no words. But the message is clear. And that's what keeps pulling people back into this story. Because the most compelling parts aren't loud declarations. They're quiet confirmations. The pacing builds again, but this time with a different tone, more suspense, less chaos. A sequence of clips plays in slower motion, highlighting the rhythm between them. The way they move in and out of each other's space without hesitation. The way their timing aligns, even when they're not directly interacting. It feels almost choreographed. But not in a staged way. In a natural way. Like two people who have learned each other's presence over time. Then comes another unexpected reveal.